Good morning, Razi.
Good morning, Aditi.
Pranam RPA.
Pranam, Monica.
Pranam Guruji.
Seshi.
রাজদীপ, আমি একটা just personal message পাঠিয়েছি, please read it.
Okay, after the session, okay?
Pranam Dada. Happy Navratras.
Happy Navratri.
This time there will be Durga Puja.
Yes, yeah.
प्रणाम गुरु जी।
प्रणाम प्रणाम। हाँ, कैसे हैं आप? कैसे हैं?
थैंक यू सर, सो वेरी थैंक्स।
वेरी गुड, एक्सीलेंट एक्सीलेंट।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
प्रणाम गुरु जी।
प्रणाम, हरिओम।
हैप्पी नवरात्रस।
हाँ, हैप्पी नवरात्र।
संक्रांति भी है।
Pranam RPA.
Pranam.
Good morning, Rajdeep.
Good morning, Nego. All right. We shall start our today's session. So today's learning topic is about the blind spot. Because blind spot has a big role to play in both in our lives as well as in our spiritual journey. So normally in the workshops I explain, but I will explain it again here for those of you who are new. They can understand and ask me questions if it is not clear because of any reason. I just made one table. Intentionally, I didn't put a slide because I don't want to go off from the screen. Sometimes it's difficult to come back. So I shall prepare it in a paper like this. So I will show you, and then first let me give the background. Then I will give what to do with it, and then what is the spiritual implications of the blind spot. So I shall start now to explaining what is blind spot. So, some of the things we are aware, we know what is there, and we act accordingly. But there are sometimes that we are not aware, that we don't know and act accordingly, and that becomes our blind spot. I will explain now technically how it looks like. And the main issue is that we are not aware that we don't know. So we take a lot of actions without knowing that we don't know about that, but we think that we know. So that is the trick. So others can see, but we cannot see. Sometimes, suppose we have certain bad habits. suppose while talking, so somebody may repeatedly say certain term. That suppose they are saying, "Are you okay?" So every time they say something and followed by, "Are you okay?" So let us start a meeting today. Are you okay? Then we will have a project. Let us discuss. Are you okay? And this "Are you okay?" becomes so many times repeated. People can see that it becomes a funny, that same topic, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" is coming again and again in the meeting. So a lot of speakers, people silently, they get ridiculed because the term is so many used unnecessarily, but the speaker himself is not aware that "Are you okay?" this terminology he is using so many times, and it becomes just funny things. People deviate from the topic and they focus more on that. Some people even they take note how many times that particular word has been used. So these type of things are coming out of blind spot. That person, he doesn't know that he's using the term repeatedly, unknowingly. Similar type of thing happens in many cases, and sometimes it is called collective blind spot. Sometimes you will see that one particular company is not aware of something and they are taking a lot of decisions, and based on that there are many people are suffering because that is coming from something called collective blind spot. So it can be individual, it can be collective. So now I hope most of you have joined now. So I will start now explaining technically what is blind spot. So to understand that, we need to understand this table. This here is "I know." Here it is telling "I know," and here it is "I don't know." So it is 2 by 2 table. This side it is saying "I know," and top is again "I know" and "I don't know." All of you can see the table? Yeah, just show me thumbs up if you see this. Very good. So what is the first quadrant? First quadrant is "I know that I know." This I give a quadrant number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I am talking the circle, whatever number I have written. This is first quadrant. It is "I know that I know." Means something that we are aware of and we know. Okay, suppose all of us, we know now how to meditate. So I know that I know how to meditate. Okay, so this is my knowledge base. The second one is okay, I'll come this later on. This one is "I know that I don't know." There are some of the area that I'm aware that I don't know. Suppose the language, French or German. I know that I don't know German. But I'm aware that German language is not known to me. But I know that there is something called German language. So this is the second quadrant. So this is about if I wanted to know what is German language, how it is spoken, how it is written. So this is area of learning. Then I can join some German classes and I can learn German. Okay, but I am aware that this area I don't know. Is it clear? Is it clear? Show me thumbs up. Is it clear? Okay, very good. Now, this is easy and this comes little tricky. Next quadrant is that I don't know that I know. Means you are not aware that you know something. So how it is possible that you know something, but you don't know that you know? Okay, so I'll give you one example. So suppose you never learned swimming in your life, suppose. Then you are crossing a river, the boat capsized. And suddenly you fall into the water, started throwing your hands and legs, and you didn't drawn into the river. You somehow managed to come to the shore by swimming. You never learned swimming, but under the certain circumstances, your hidden talent came out. Okay. Or if you wanted to, I normally give some funny example also. So suppose you never participated in the race, in the school sports and everywhere. You're going to a street, suddenly a dog started chasing you and you started running. And if you measure the speed of that run, you may almost compete the best sports person in your college or school. So from where this running came? You never practice running on a sprint. Under the given situation, when the dog is chasing you, that running part has come out. You knew how to run faster, but you never tried. Okay, so this is coming under here, that I don't know that I know. So this is called hidden talent. Some things, there are many things you know, but consciously you are not aware that you know that. This has got a lot of spiritual aspects. See, what I'm trying to open up, already I have given this as per the DNA activation thing. So like there are a lot of hidden DNA which is not active. It is not activated, but it is a potential. So when that DNA gets active, you that particular quality comes up, even though consciously you never tried that before. So when we walk on the spiritual path, there are a lot of DNA activation happens, lot of quality happens. People develop that intuitive ability. They have developed some thought reading ability. They can see the aura. They can feel the certain vibration that was never felt before. Okay, those are already there. It is not downloaded from outside. It was there within you. Only thing is, it was hidden. It was never used, never activated. Okay, so this is why this area is important. There are a lot of hidden talents all of you have. Only the spiritual practice, the brush it up, clean it, and make it to the surface so that it is usable. So up to this 3 part is clear. First is, I know that I know. So this is a knowledge base. That is normally we, suppose in the college, just like we learn engineering. So I know I learn electrical engineering subjects or mathematics or physics, that I know that I know. So this is my knowledge base. And something that I know that I don't know, as I give an example, a German language, or it can be any other skill. Some particular, so suppose in the IT, say cloud computing. I don't know cloud computing, but I know there is some subject is called cloud computing. So if I need to learn, if I need to know, I need to learn that. I have to join that course. So this is my area of learning. And this one is a hidden talent which you already have, but you don't know that you have it. So this 3 categories clear? Yeah. Again, give me thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Right. And if anybody has any question, please stop me and I will explain more. Okay. Now the 4th one. This is the one is our subject of discussion today. This is that I don't know that I don't know. Means I am not aware that I don't know about something. And this becomes dangerous because it was, even if you don't know, if you know that you don't know, you come into this category. this area of learning. But here, as it is, you don't know that you don't know. Even it doesn't come, you don't consider it is even worth learning because you don't know. You don't know it exists. And this I have given you one example that people, some kind of habits, some kind of patterns, they come out unknowingly and they annoy people. Okay, a lot of relationships get ruined because of this. Because you do certain things unconsciously, even if you don't know, honestly, you don't know. But it was so impacting that it can ruin, that some relationship or some kind of jobs and all. So the people, they don't like it because they can see it. Okay, so it is very important to work on this and then come out of it. So what you need to do, that this is the blind spot, is that you are not aware of that you don't know something. Okay. In the physical level, you can see that to address blind spot, you need to take help of others. I'm talking at the practical level. So suppose in the professional level or personal level, you wanted to know what are your blind spot, you ask somebody. In the company level, consultants do that. Some area which has not been touched. So they say these are they call it a gap analysis. They found out and said these are the gaps in your system. Please address this. Okay. So you need to take help of others. But here comes the tricky part of it. This blind spot is also a measure of ego. Stronger the ego, bigger the blind spot. That's why egoistic people, they don't accept they have anything unknown to them. They know it all. They know everything. Because the blind spot is so big, they don't even accept they need any kind of improvement. They are not open to any kind of assessment, or forget about learning. I mentioned earlier also, so what is the biggest obstacle the humanity is facing? And top of the list is lack of attitude to learn. It is very surprising. You think you're going to college and school and this is learning. Okay, these are learning in one way, that is education. But life lesson learning, people are very adamant. They don't want to. They don't want to learn new things. They think that what I know, that is best. And not only that, somebody attempted to teach them something. They said, who are you? Okay, these are the symptoms of our ego. Ego doesn't accept of anything less. Ego always wanted to be the top and remain in the top and best in the world, top in the world, biggest, longest, and richest. All these things, it is the ego's quality. Okay. So that is why it is a topic of today, because unknowingly it is affecting people's life and we need to do something about it. So this is about the practical way. So as I said, practical way to know something, the blind spot. If you are like auditing by someone or somebody is advising, and if you can accept that advice, then you can bring your blind spot to the area of improvement. Like, you need not to take action immediately, but you know that this area I need to work on. Then only you can go for the relevant courses or learning, or you can read about this kind of stuff, which area you don't know. It may be psychological aspects, it can be something, some patterns or anything. Okay, after knowing it, then you consciously take a decision not to do about it. That's a different issue, because here you are taking a knowledgeable decision, not ignorant, not coming out of the blind spot. So this is about the blind spot. Now I'll go how to deal with it. already I told the practical level, like a normal blind spot dealing is, you have to take some feedback, advice, let somebody else and anybody else knowledgeable. Maybe the other person has a different blind spot, but he can see your blind spot. So he can tell you, this is the area. And people say that your spouses are the best in this regard. You ask what are my blind spot, they will tell you hundreds. Okay. Anyway, so jokes apart, but it is true to that extent. The people who are living with our family members can tell us, but only thing we should be open to ask. We should not be finding our ego, I know better, who are you to tell me? Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's okay. I'm saying it's not important how it is affecting, but just understand this aspect is there. It's called blind spot. And in the car, when we drive also, there's some area called blind spot. Even the mirrors cannot catch it. That's why during the driving, we learn defensive driving and other things, when we learn to know how to deal with this kind of blind spots. If you are reversing a car and there is a child at the back of your car, you will not know. Okay, so those are the blind spots of the car driving. So same with our lives. There are some area we cannot see. It is not a criminal, but you understand that there are normally, under the normal course of our life, there will be some area which we don't know that we don't know. So this is about the practical. So we have to take advice of the people, other people. We have to open ourselves. And if it is a too much psychological level, you can consult a psychiatrist, take medical help to understand which are the area of with the blind spot of your character, say. Sometimes it needs medical help. It's okay. If you need it, why not? It is like any kind of other things. So up to here, I have explained about the practical. Now I go to the spiritual aspect. Okay. So far in the practically, how it affects our life, everybody is clear? Or if not, please unmute and ask. Very good. All right. Now I'm going into spiritual aspect. How this blind spot can be dealt with. Sometimes what will happen when you walk on the spiritual path, then lot of hidden things will come up on the surface. You will see your patterns, you will see that here there is nobody else because your journey is unique. Your spiritual guides and gurus are there. They will help you out. But at the end of the day, it is up to you because those are they will help you how to address it, but they will not do it for you. It's not possible. Understand that. It's not possible to enter you inside you to and find out. It's not possible. Okay. They have their own, knowledge and understanding, this vibration. They will help you to do that. So it is like in the spiritual path, suppose you are walking on a street where there is no street light. So of course, in the life, normally people walk like that. So of course, there will be potholes there and people can fall, they can trip and they can, slip or, lose the balance. And that's why from your life experiences, I need not to go into the detail. All of you know that happens all the time in our lives. We feel a lot of obstacle, we fall, we still get up and go. We don't know where we are stepping in. So this is the sign of blind spot. You're walking your life with blind spots. You cannot see. And that's why you trip, that's why you fall, that's why you take wrong decisions, that's why you take a wrong turn. Or I call it, there is nothing called right and wrong. I call it is a detour. Like you will ultimately come back to the path, but it takes a little longer. So how to walk the path, walk our life's path, and which will be clear that what we are going to do. Then in the example of that road, You take some kind of light, some torch. Okay, you carry a torch and look where you are stepping in and then walk. As simple as that. We normally carry that. Earlier there used to have a lot of load shedding and power cut and all. We used to take a torch to when going out. So we are used to it. Or light a lamp, in the home, or candle. So something like that. So in the life's path, you need to have that kind of torch, which brings light. And that torch, that light, is a light of awareness. The light of awareness developed out of spiritual practices when you go beyond your mind. How to go beyond your mind? In the last session, I've already explained about the trio-dissolution. The witness has to go, then awareness will take over fully. Then you will be guided moment by moment. You need to plan anything, you need to think about what happened in the past. There will be nothing required. Because all those aspects, all those mind aspects are walking on the road in the darkness. So you need to take help of that, the torch or some kind of, or you can put some kind of sensor or a stick to sense what is, before you stand in front, you just put a stick and find out, where you are going to step in. And if there is no obstacle, then you step in. Okay, then you can make it safe. And that stick is your light of awareness. So as I was explaining, in a certain part of your spiritual journey, you will not get any help. You are the only one available. So your light of awareness, your own awareness will take over. It will show you the way. In the light of awareness, that darkness, that blind spot will dissolve. And that is the reason enlightened people, they don't have any blind spot, zero. Because they fully operate from the awareness. And that is called enlightenment, fully lightened up. There is no dark alley or road. Everything is lightened up like a sunlight in the day. No torch required. Because everything is lightened up. Everything is clear. Everything is seen. So going into the walking forward is automatic. You need no extra effort needed because there is a sunlight. So to dissolve the blind spot, you need the light of awareness. And when the blind spot completely dissolved, then you get fully into the awareness, or the enlightenment stage happens there, the zero blind spot. So now what is two extremes? One is the extreme, very big blind spot, egoistic. And another one, zero blind spot. That is completely enlightened. These are the two extremes of the whole journey. Okay, so this is the spiritual understanding of how to overcome blind spot. And as everything is seen, everything is lightened up, that's why in the life's path, obstacle, they got tripped by the obstacle. Remember this, I am not saying the path will be pothole-less. It is never about the outside. Pothole will be there, obstacle will be there. But because you are walking in the sunlight, you know how to just dodge it. Just avoid it or jump it. Because you know where exactly, how much to jump, because starting end point of the pothole is aware of. You are aware of it. And that's why they don't get tripped. Okay. This is the reason every time we, because we do many consulting and all, always we advise, don't try to fix the pothole. It is not your job. You are walking. Like suppose you are sailing with a boat or ship. Don't expect that there will be no storm when you are on the middle of the sea. Nobody can guarantee that. Only thing is, make your skill or ship so strong that no matter what type of storm comes, you can able to sail through. A big wave, okay, you can sail through. Same thing happens in the relationship. Don't try to change anybody else. It may never happen. If it happens, because of their own reason, not because of you. Okay, not because of you tell them you come and join meditation, you will get corrected. Drop this idea. I'm telling you again and again. Okay, this kind of thing will never happen. What is the right thing to do? You develop this. When you walk with the light of awareness, doesn't matter what other people are behaving or saying, and all the potholes, all the blocks, all the obstacles will disappear. Disappear does not means physically somebody will bulldoze it out. But in the light, as I given the example of a sunlight, you can see it clearly. You know where to put the foot, where not to put the foot. That's all. Okay, so understanding wise, it is clear. Spiritual understanding. Yes, Monica.
So the light of awareness that you're saying, is it not that we have to use our brain, and when we use our mind, it again takes us back to the ego? And even when we are thinking that, oh, we are well aware that what we are doing wrong, but it is the ego which is playing that, which is tells us, no, it's okay, it's not wrong, you can go ahead and do it. So we are not even at the level where, we are somewhere in between the two extremes. So, and we are struggling like a yo-yo, one side and one with this side. So how we can bring more balance and more like high commitment and integrity towards the path, that we should get more and more clarity and we get the awareness developed.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. These are called the mind traps, because when awareness comes, it also operates through your mind space. It doesn't import anything. So from your side, the only thing you have to clear the mind, and that's why we practice. That's what we sadhana is all about. Okay, but when awareness takes over, you cannot miss it. You cannot confuse a torchlight versus a sunlight. It's impossible. You cannot confuse that. It's not about a bigger light. If I get a flashlight, it will be easier. It will be easier. But even any kind of light, any kind of mind-generated thing will be incomparable to your awareness. What basically I try to mean to say is that if still you are getting some confusion, your mind trap and all, understand that you are still at mind level. You have not touched the awareness level, or you didn't hand it over to the awareness level. That's what it means. Okay, so when it will be completely from inner side, you will know it. So this is the light, and you will not have any confusion. It is a right or wrong. In the moment you are taking certain steps, and it is complete by itself. You don't need any kind of second thought or doubt. All these are symptoms of your mind level. That all these need to go. Okay, but at the same time, ego doesn't want to go easily. So that's why they use the back door and certain kind of justifications to come back. Any reason, people get angry and it comes back, and all this kind of things. So for that, you need detachment. You need to detach from identity with yourself. When we surrender completely, then me does not exist. Practically, we practice that. It's all yours. If you cannot hand over 100% to the awareness will force entry. It will give you free will. Because in the highest level, it is all will support you, whatever you are willing to do. You know, and that day some Guruji Prem Nirmal ji was telling that in a Bholenath, you know, Bholenath means that that universal consciousness, say Param Shiva. So why so many things, bad things happens? Because that level there is no good and bad. Whatever you wanted to do, tathastu, and it will happen. Okay, you can manifest many things, but at the same time you worry. So your mind has a lot of worries and gives tathastu, that worry is manifested. So the trick is not about what you don't want. Trick is to make the mind free so that when the tathastu comes, everything gets manifested as per divine will. So you don't have any burden. But as long as you clinch into your worries and thoughts and all, when the tathastu field will come, that will get manifested. And that's why you never come out of that loop. We only create. We have to take responsibility. We only create our reality. And it is true. So what I'm saying is to go out beyond this level is just stop your ego mind completely. Let divine takes care of everything. If just like you are walking the path, is after the next time, if there is a big block, how can I move up? Forget about that. That's a thought. Just walk the path. If block comes, the power will also come how to dodge the block. You'll be able to jump the block. But it will take that time, not now. And 99% of our worries that never comes into our lives. There's a worry only. It remain in our mind, but it contaminate our present time. Okay, so everything goes into the tathastu. One particular thought, if it's hold for a longer, it has a power to manifest. So when we get thought free, then we get liberate ourselves, because the divine will that come in play, our soul's plan comes into effect. So that is the understanding part of it. But I'm not saying it is easy, and that's why it is sadhana. That's what we need a practice. We need to develop that skill so that our mind, or ego, they do not control. And one of the main reason is a blind spot, because we don't know that we don't know. All the spiritual masters, whatever they are teaching, you will see, you might have heard many times before, I'm sure, because it's not something new they are saying. Maybe a little different way, but then nothing saying anything new, because the truth is only one. Masters are sharing the truth. The truth is only one. It is the same truth. 100 years back, 1000 years back, same truth has been shared by different masters, and now also different. Only now it may be, through this kind of video calling, and that time it was not there. So that is on technology is a different, but the message is same. Okay, message is same because truth is same. Okay, because earlier I have to be regularly write many things in the Facebook. So one of our the group, not here in this group, it is before that. So one guy, he was telling me those whatever you write, are those messages your original? So I said, in this world nothing is original. Even the masters, they copy paste from the truth. Truth is the only original. What you experience, that you share. So all the experiences are copy paste. Only truth is original. Basically, I cannot create anything original. It's already created by the creator. I'm just understanding it and reproducing it. So all what people share are copy paste. It cannot be the original, because original is the truth, what we need to experience. Okay. All right. So now just let me know if you have any question, then we'll start our Kriya and meditation session in this particular topic. If you have any question, please unmute and ask me.
This Supriya, don't
Yes,
have
Supriya.
a question, but I want to share something.
Yes, sure.
Can I share?
Sure,
Okay.
please go ahead.
So when the very fact that that at some points of time some knowledge is required and it comes to us, I just want to share. So there is a link. I'm just posting it here on the chat. It's very synchronous. So I think it was just 2 days back. I was doing something else, and this particular message mail came to my inbox, and on that message, it's talking about. I mean, if you see that video, you'll recognize it's a educational video. It's because I work in the field of education, so it's an educational video about 2 children and what they did to solve a particular problem. And it was exactly this, about how there were potholes, and then finally how they they actually they debated how to fix the problem, and then instead of all other options, they finally decided to install a light with a solar panel in the area, so that it would fix the problem. I saw it, and usually I don't visit these. I saw it and I was thinking that why did I open this message? I don't do Facebook at all. So why did I even open this message? And it's exactly the same message that you have given today. So I just want to thank you, that I think the knowledge that we need comes to us.
Yes, yes. This is called synchronicity. It is synchronicity, and see, and highest level, your thought is not actually your thought, because it is a higher level truth I am sharing again. It is a collective thought that you get. You think it is my thought, but it is not actually your thought. There are many things goes on, which is a collective thought. The humanity collective thought. It is also possible same thought one person in Hong Kong and another person in Delhi and another person in London and thinking about the same thing at the same time, because this is connected with a collective. Okay, and that is why so many things, the masters, they pick up that collective thought, and then they deliver that speech or some kind of learning or something based on what people they need without individuals knowing it. When Supriya she shared is, so that come across, and many of these things will come across, and it will come, and finally we'll see that somebody is teaching about it. Okay, and this is possible. It is a synchronicity. This is quite possible, and it is, there is a technology behind it, but of course spiritual technology. So this is very well, whatever you are thinking about, you may see it is either somebody is teaching, or maybe some show is going on in a TV, somebody is talking about it, or some other you are watching a movie on some Netflix, and some part has addressed that kind of issues, and it's all synchronicity, and it's quite possible. Only thing from your side, you have to be alert and aware, so that when it passes through, you pick up. Otherwise, you'll miss it all the time. Even if the message comes, you have a choice, you have a free will, to miss it. If you worry too much, the tathastu will come, and at the time of the tathastu, if you have the running through something negative, that will get implemented. Okay, so that's why we advise, if necessary, little forcefully avoid that kind of thoughts. Do not worry. With a full understanding, it's not avoiding the worst case, because we know how mind works and how it is get implemented. So it is the starting point of the manifestation. So if you can address it at the starting point, if you can keep it blank, then you will get free from that kind of negative experiences in life. In the people who got enlightened, their life is also not hunky-dory, not very good. Or if you take the mythological figures, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, their life is not beautiful. They have a lot of struggles, lot of obstacles, lot of things they have to sort it out. And those are the challenges they also have. But the way they deal is different. That's why they got this Purushottam, like detached from everything, no matter what happens. All right.
Only one thing, like we are asking.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You said that we can ask for our blind spots from other people who are specialists in the particular field. But that other person also may be telling us from his perception. His perception may not be the right or the truth. Unless a person is enlightened, his perception will be colored.
Yes, absolutely right. But what I am saying is that you can consult. I am not saying you implement.
Okay.
If you consult, you will get views. Maybe you consult 10 people. 10 people will different. Then you have to analyze which is applicable, which is not applicable. It is quite possible the other person is also having blind spot. It's correct. And that is why the collective blind spot comes. I already gave an example of an organization. Means particular aspect, none in the organization, they come to their mind and they addressed it. So it is quite possible. Okay, but if different people, then you can prepare certain list, which is, because of your assessment, their assessment, then you can know that these are the area you need to improve. But finally, you have to take a call. I'm not saying that you go blindly with whatever other person has said. Yeah, that they may not be 100% correct. That is true.
As per the current status where we are today, when we are learning, we are not in a position as of today to address our blind spots.
No, you are doing it. Yeah, don't get that misunderstanding. A lot of blind spot get dissolved, even without knowing.
Without knowing.
Yeah. Yes. When you come in touch with master, they will clean a lot of your blind spot, even looking at you. Okay. You will not know, but they are doing their job. Okay. See, it is not about your blind spot. It is to bring the awareness.
Correct.
And what do you think we are doing today?
Hanji.
It is all the awareness development, right?
Correct.
Today, learning whatever you are doing, you didn't look into this aspect from this angle. Now you are doing it. So awareness has come. For this, we need not to enter into everybody's mind. What you need to do, bring the awareness, bring the sunlight, everything will be lightened up. We need not to go which pothole, what is the size, and whether it will, no need analysis. Bring the sunlight, all will get lightened up.
Okay.
Okay, that's how it works. Yeah, and for you, if you wanted to analyze yourself, think about your awareness level 1 year back and now. Then you will know the difference. A lot of things now you are aware of, 1 year back you are not aware of. Okay, so it is not that you have to wait in certain time to get awareness. But the masters, they do in their own way. They don't even let you feel that they're removing your obstacles. Because the moment you realize that they said they are doing some kind of what is called the help or some assistance, then you become egoistic and then you stop, you don't open up. So that's why they don't do. And that is why you will see that here in our group and here also, we share. We don't preach, we don't give lecture. We share, like Supriya shared her experience. We share. We never ordered you have to share something. Okay. Did we say that today we are subject blind, blind spot? All of you have to tell about, your blind spot and how it affects? No, nothing. It's up to your free will. You like to share, and when she shared, and then all of us we are aware of it. Okay, that's how it works. It never works under the lecturing and rules, regulations, and by implementation of the law. Okay, that is not the path of liberation. And that's why again and again I say, some people say I could not do Kriya today and I missed meditation. Don't worry, it is not a military rule that is governed here. It is a liberation. Go with your inner call. Just feel free. It's okay. Nothing will, hell will break loose if you miss meditation one day. No. At the same time, if you feel like doing one day more, you do. It's a path of liberation. It's a path of enjoying it rather than doing certain rules and following a certain pattern. No,
As part of the training in our life, we have been actually groomed. Probably that you say a problem, okay, blind spot procedure, how to remove blind spot, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So mind is tuned to that kind of a thing. So that is how this thing gets little.
Yeah, but saying so, we start with that. Huh? We start with technique, but go beyond technique. Because we are logical people. We don't accept something in the fluid form. So we need some kind of structural thing to understand initially. But when you understand, you know it. You need not to touch it. Like when we write something in English, we need not to go and consult the grammar book every time. Once it is known, it is automatically come.
Absolutely.
But initially, you do need to understand logic behind it, how the English is, spoken, how English is written initially. That is class 3, 4, 5, maybe up to class 10. But after that, you don't need the grammar. Same here.
Thank
All
you.
Right. Okay. Okay. So now we'll start our Kriya and meditation session. So sit down straight. Breathe in and breathe out and relax yourself. We start with 3 Om chanting. Breathe in deep for first Om chanting. Now Guru Vandana. Akhanda mandala karam vyapam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tashmai shri guruve namaha. Ajnanatimiraandhasya ghana janashalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah. Tashmai Shri Guruve Namah. Tashmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Now let us seek the blessings of Mahavatar Babaji, Mataji, Amar Jyoti ji, Guruji Prem Nirmal, and Guru Ma Bharati Nirmal, and all the masters of Guru Mandala. With their blessings, we shall start our Nirmal Kriya. We'll be doing in 2 external mudras. First is Prana, 7 rounds, and then in Shikar, 7 rounds. So come into Pran Mudra. And first round, start. Second round, start. Third round, start. Fourth round, start. Fifth round, start. Sixth round, start. Seventh round, start. Be in this mudra for some time and feel the vibrations within. Now come to Shikhar Mudra. Thumbs up. Rest of the fingers are folded on your lap. In Shikhar Mudra, first round, start. Second round, start. Third round, start. Fourth round, start. Fifth round, start. Sixth round, start. Seventh and last round, start. Now be in this mudra and feel the sensation at your spine. Now come to Chin Mudra and get ready for 6-step Nirmal Dhyan. First step, Anapan Sati Dhyan. Follow your own breathing process. Now, second step, Kaya Upasana. Scan your body from bottom of your feet and till top of your head and feel all the sensations within your body. Once you complete up to the top of the head, go back again to the bottom of the feet and start the next round. You can have many rounds of scanning. Do it one after another. Now, third step, Chitta Upasana. Watch your thoughts with aloof attention. There'll be no analysis, no leveling of the thoughts. Just be aware of the thoughts passing through your mind. Now increase your alertness and be aware when the thought is entering your mind space and how it is passing through entire body of the thought, and at a particular time it ends, that particular subject of the thought that ends, and then followed by a certain gap before the next thought comes in. So be aware of the continuous process of multiple thoughts entering into your mind space. This is called Nirantar Upasana. Be aware of the continuity of the thoughts, starting point, the body of the thought, end point, then the gap, starting of the next thought, and the body of that, and the end of that, and so on. Be fully aware of the continuity of the thoughts. So this is called Nirantar Upasana. In this process, give special emphasis on the gap between two thoughts and try to place yourself into that gap. The way you observe the entire thought process, same way you witness your breath, this time you should be aware of the full breathing cycle. You have to feel that air entering into your nostril as an inhalation and goes into the certain level, then it stops, and then again comes out as exhalation, come out of your body through nostril, again stops, and start the next cycle, and so on. Be aware of the complete cycle of the breathing, each and every point of the breathing cycle. And now you give special emphasis on the turning points. One at the end of inhalation, another one at the end of exhalation. You can move your head in synchronization with your breathing. Like inhale, head is little up, and while exhalation, head is little down. Just synchronize it. So when it is synchronized, then when the head stops, that moment, the turning point happens in the breathing. So it will be easier to capture the turning point. Turning point or sandhikal is a doorway to the next higher dimension. And this method is called sandhikal jagruta, awareness of the turning point. Simply being aware, the doorway to the next dimension opens up. The next dimension is an energy dimension. Simply being aware, you enter into the energy dimension. And when you enter into the energy dimension, you will feel the difference. It's expanded space with a calm and peaceful and loving energy. And you feel like you have floated up. Your body will still be breathing. You can feel that, but you are away from your body. You got into the energy cloud. When you enter into that energy dimension, be there. If you are not sure, we'll take help of Mataji to take all of us there together. So I shall reverse count 10. When I'll say 0, all of us will be there. So be ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Feel the expansion. Feel the love and space in this dimension. And experience this with a smiling face. Now, sixth and final step to get into expanded awareness state. Or it is called Vistarit Jagruta. We shall start our awareness expansion from our body. Connect with your heart and feel the heartbeat internally. Get into the rhythm of your heartbeat. Our heart is beating all the time. It's not possible that heartbeat is not there. Only our awareness need to be enhanced so that we can feel the heartbeat. Now expand your awareness to immediate outside environment of your body and see how your body is interacting with the outside environment. Feel where you kept your feet. Feel where you are sitting. Feel what is at your backside. Feel where you are resting your hands. Feel the air coming and touching your skin. Feel whether anything is happening on top of your head. At the same time, be aware of your breathing. Feel the air going in and out of your nostril. Now make rounds and refresh all this awareness, starting from the bottom of the feet till the breath, and make this round faster and faster every time, so that you are aware of all the points at the same time. It is called multi-point awareness. Now expand your awareness away from your body with the help of sounds. Listen to all the sounds around you. My voice is coming to you, the sound of your fan or air conditioner, or any other sound in your room. Now expand your awareness away from your room. Rotate the awareness 360 degrees around and pick up any other sound coming from the other rooms in your house. And go further outside your house and pick up any sound coming from outside your house. Keep rotating the awareness and expanding it. Go outside to the roads and hear the traffic. Any traffic sound coming from the roads. And in the neighborhood, any other activity, some construction activity going on, some children are playing, some birds are on the trees, they are chirping, anything. Pick up all the sounds. And keep rotating and expanding the awareness. And expand it till infinite in all directions. And experience in this state of expanded awareness or Shiva Vyapti state. This is your true state of your soul consciousness. From this state, you can access to all higher dimensional knowledges. You can communicate with higher dimensional masters and take guidance. You can possible to download your karmic files and be aware of the karmic accounts. Your past births information can be accessed at this state. Your soul's plan for the future in this life can be accessed at this point. Just holding into this state is a self-healing. Healing will happen in all levels: physical, mental, emotional, energetic. All this healing can happen here. This is a state of awareness and beyond the mind. You explore and experience yourself in this domain. Next few minutes, there'll be no verbal guidance from my side. We just explore. All right. Now rub your palms together and place them on your closed eyes. And hold it there. I shall count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep this energy to your face and all over your body. There's a lot of healing energy into the center of your palms. If you want to send this healing energy to someone else, intend that person is in front of you and bless with both of your hands. If there are more than one person, then do it one after another. It can be person or your pet or anyone. Now we shall be chanting Shanti Path for global peace and harmony and the earliest recovery from this global pandemic. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santa Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukhavagave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Mangalam. That completes our session today.
So many thanks.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Namaste.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. बहुत बढ़िया.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Guruji, thank you.
Thank you, Rasdipda.
Thank you. Thank you. Bless you.
Guruji. Thank you.
Pranam.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Pranam, pranam.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, pranam. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, RPA. Pranam.
Thank you. God bless you.